Okay, this is an evaluation video um, for institutions. Um, Basically, I'd like to start off with how my product would have differed if I'd been in an institution. Um, if I was in a major institution, like a major record label, and I was making a music video, first of all, I would have had a higher budget because for this part of the portfolio, the budget was zero. So I would have had a higher budget for one thing, and that would have given me more access to equipment, more access to a better setting, to better actors. I'd be able to play on representation and I'd be able to experiment more. However, I didn't have that opportunity, so I just did the best of what I could, and according to my audience feedback, that turned out to be enough. So that was good. Um, Also, on institutions, some of the major institutions when it comes to the music industry are things like Virgin Music, Sony BMG. There's lots of record labels that specialize in certain types of music. Little Wayne's former music label was Young Money Records. Um, there's lots of different types of institutions that do different roles as well. Like some will be in charge of, like they'll probably have strength. Like also you can have conglomerates, like with Virgin Music, even though they also do music, which is how the head of the company started. They also do television, and they also do train visits and flights. So that's a conglomerate, which means that they have, in a sense, access to other things. Because, for instance, if they wanted to do a scene on a train, they could get the Virgin train, which also advertises the Virgin brand. And yes, so that would be easier for them. Um, Also, an institution, it would have affected the type of both target audience and genre and even artists that I could have used, because basically their incentive, my incentive for this project was to get a mark. Their incentive is to make money. So the artists that I chose and that my target audience wanted, even though it appealed to my target audience, which is a niche target audience, they would have wanted a target audience that is expanded. So they wouldn't have let me use such a niche type of music, such as bassline. They would have wanted me to use a more marketable form of music like R&B or hip hop or rock or indie, something that's more marketable and something that will get to the masses and that has a legitimate and serious chance of getting to number one and selling millions and millions, which will make them millions and millions of money, of pounds and yeah. So it's more money, because basically here's an industry, that's what I'm talking about, the institutional side of it. Furthermore, on institutions, it would have been a process of, there would have been an editorial, so same thing that I would have done, and that the crew would have done, because I would have had a crew as well. The video that was done, that would have been taken to the editor, and the editor would say, I don't want this, I want this, because this represents this, and basically what they say goes. So that would have affected my creativity as well. That would have, like, my creativity wouldn't hinder. The only thing that hindered my creativity was time and obviously budget. But really, if it was an institution, lots of things would have hindered it. Even though I would have been sort of free to have my own creativity, it would have to fit stringently to something. So yeah, that's my evaluation on